Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we untangle the confusing world of corporate filings. But today we're looking at an amendment to a previous report. Like a director's cut of a movie, this filing adds a little something extra. This is Applied Digital Corporation, and they're filing an amendment to a report that means they're tweaking a previous document, adding some new information. Let's dive into what's new and why it matters. Before we dive in, if you love getting these decoded insights, make sure you're subscribed and join our Discord community linked in the description below. So what's the big deal here? It's an amendment to a Form 8K. Think of a Form 8K as a current report that companies file to announce major events. This amendment number 1 is just a little addendum, an update to what they previously filed. The company itself tells us this amendment is solely to file an exhibit. So they aren't changing anything they said before, but are adding something new. This is all about Applied Digital Corporation. They're a company that's in the business of digital infrastructure, which basically means they build and manage data centers. Think of them as the landlords for all the computer servers that run our digital lives. The earliest event they report here is August 28th of 2025. This is the date that the new thing they're filing is connected to. The company is very clear here, stating this amendment is solely to file Exhibit 10.1. They explicitly say it doesn't amend or change any of the information previously disclosed. So they're not confessing to anything new, just adding a document. They want you to refer back to their original filing for all the other important stuff. This is the star of the show, Exhibit 10.4.1. What is it? It's a building for data center lease. And who is it with? CoreWeave Inc. This is a big deal for a data center company like Applied Digital. Leasing out space in their data centers is how they make money. This lease is for their building for data center, and it's dated August 28th, 25. The parties involved are APLD ELN02C LLC, which is a subsidiary of Applied Digital, and CoreWeave Inc. CoreWeave is a really interesting company. They're known for providing high-performance GPU-based cloud, so that's a big deal for companies needing serious computing power, perhaps for AI or complex simulations. For Applied Digital to lease a whole data center building to a company like CoreWeave is a significant win. It means they've secured a major tenant, a big source of revenue for a substantial piece of their infrastructure. Now, when they say portions of this document have been redacted, it means some parts of the lease agreement are blacked out. This is pretty standard practice for filings like this. They usually redact things like specific financial terms within the lease, proprietary operational details, or sometimes even names of individuals to protect sensitive business information or privacy as allowed by regulations. And they also mentioned that the schedules to this agreement have been omitted. These schedules would typically contain very detailed information about the lease terms, like specific equipment, responsibilities, payment schedules, and other granular details. By omitting them and agreeing to furnish them to the SEC upon request, they're keeping some of the minute details private while still disclosing the existence and nature of the important contract. It's like showing the cover of a book but keeping the chapter details for later or for specific requests. This exhibit, listed as 104, refers to the cover page interactive data file. This is part of the modern electronic filing system XBRL, or e-extensible business reporting language. It's a way to tag financial data so it can be easily searched and analyzed by computers. And finally, the filing is signed by Sadal El-Moman, the Chief Financial Officer. This is customary for these types of reports, showing that the company's financial leadership is aware of and authorizes the filing. The date of the signature, September 3rd, 2025, is a few days after the lease date, which is also typical for processing and filing such documents. So to sum it all up, Applied Digital Corporation, a data center company, has filed an amendment to a previous report. The purpose of this amendment is to officially file a major lease agreement for an entire data center building with CoreWeave Inc., a significant player in high-performance computing. While some details of the lease are kept private as is common, the core event, a major tenant for a significant asset, is now officially disclosed. Now, looking at this filing more broadly, Applied Digital Corporation is really betting on the growth of data centers and specialized computing. CoreWeave's business is a perfect fit for these types of facilities, given their demand for high-density power and cooling. Leasing an entire building to a single tenant like CoreWeave is a strong signal that Applied Digital is securing significant revenue streams for its facilities. This isn't just a small rental agreement, it's locking in a lot of capacity. The strategy here is pretty clear. They're building out the infrastructure and bringing in major clients to fill it. Companies like CoreWeave need massive amounts of power and advanced cooling to run their GPU-intensive workloads, often for AI and machine learning. By securing such a tenant, Applied Digital is proving their infrastructure can meet these demanding requirements. However, there's always a flip side. Relying heavily on a few large tenants, as this lease agreement suggests, can be a risk. If CoreWeave were to experience financial difficulties or decide to relocate, it could leave a substantial gap in Applied Digital's revenue. That's why it's important to keep an eye on their overall occupancy rates and client diversification in future filings. Also, they are agreeing to furnish omitted schedules upon request. This means further details are accessible but not on public display, yet always a good thing to be aware of. In my opinion, Applied Digital is making smart moves by aligning with high-growth sectors like AI and high-performance computing. Securing a full building lease with a company like CoreWeave is a testament to their operational capabilities and market positioning. The key risk is tenant concentration, so growth and diversification remain crucial for their long-term stability. This lease is a positive step, but it's just one piece of a larger puzzle. Alright, that's our breakdown of Applied Digital's latest filing. What's your take on this significant lease agreement and what it means for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.